श्री प्रभुपाद की, श्री रुक्मिणी कृष्ण की, श्रीमद् महाप्रभु की, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। हरि हरि बोल। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताका स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमाचार्यपादाय निताय कृपाप्रदायिने गौरकथाधामदाय नगरग्रामतारिणे। नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दिनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरम्। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। 30 নম্বরই বলছে, পড়ো এটাই পড়ো। হ্যাঁ। Okay, Hare Krishna. Everyone understands English here? Yes? No? Very good. English? Okay? No? Who doesn't अच्छा इधर कोई भक्त है जिनको इंग्लिश में थोड़ा सुविधा है? अब एक So maybe someone can translate. If it is just one person, only one person has problem with English. So if it is one person, maybe someone can translate. If it is just one person. I thought if it was just half, then something different. But if it's just one person, then. Everyone? Oh, okay. Bharatiya Prabhu, seeking your blessings. Sriji Prabhu, I'm seeking your blessings. Both of you are very, very senior to me. All right, translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. This is Narada Muni speaking to Dhruva Maharaj. Now you have decided to undertake the mystic process of meditation under the instructions of your mother, just to achieve the mercy of the Lord. But in my opinion, such austerities are not possible for any ordinary man. It is difficult to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Purport. The process of Bhakti Yoga is simultaneously very difficult and very easy to perform. Sri Narada Muni, the Supreme Spiritual Master, is testing Dhruva Maharaj to see how determined he is to prosecute devotional service. This is the process of accepting a disciple. The great sage Narada has come to Dhruva under the direction of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, just to initiate him. Yet, he is testing Dhruva's determination to execute the process. It is a fact, however, that for a sincere personal devotional service is very easy. But for one who is not determined and sincere, the process is very difficult. Again, the translation. Now you have decided to undertake the mystic process of meditation under the instruction of your mother, just to achieve the mercy of the Lord. But in my opinion, such austerities are not possible for any ordinary man. It is very difficult to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Please say Hare Krishna. I'm just saying if you understand what I'm saying. Say Hare Krishna. The sound is clear? Bharatiya, sound is clear? I think all of us have this experience in life without any exception, that if you want to achieve something, you have to be prepared to sit for the exam. It's as simple as that. In our life, how many times have we sat for exam? So many times. Just to be a doctor, How many times do we have to sit for exam? Right? What makes us think that we can progress in spiritual life to attain the supreme result without sitting for the exam? Absolutely not. We should not be in illusion that now that we have become devotees, no more problems. Don't think like that. Because the moment you have this concept that now that I have become devotees, I should not go through mental problems. I should not go through physical pain. I should not go through social difficulties. No. If this was the case, Bhaktivinoda Thakur would never say, Ma robi rak hobi jo ichha tuhar. Why does Bhaktivinoda Thakur say that? Why does Mahaprabhu say, Aslisyava padaratam pinushtuma, adarsanam marmahatam karotuva? Why does he say, my Lord, whether you embrace me or whether you kick me, I'm yours. Whether you want to see I am surviving, or you want to see me destroyed, I am your servant. That is the mood of someone who is surrendered. That is the mood of a devotee who wants to love Krishna unconditionally. We do not have that mood to come to the temple, give 100 rupees. Where is the donation box? Put 100 rupee in the donation box and make a business transaction with Krishna. I have a stomach ache. Therefore, my Lord, here is 100 rupees. Fix me up. Here is 2000 rupee donation. My Lord, Hare Krishna, Rukmini Krishna, here is 2000 rupees. I am going for the job interview. Make sure everything is okay. No. Dhruva Maharaj came with prepared mind that I will have to sit for exam, and I'm determined to sit for that exam. There is this famous sloka, Dikha kale sisya kore atma samarpan. At the time of initiation, a devotee has made up his mind, enough is enough, no more. I want to be the servant of Maya. My dear spiritual master, please accept me as your servant. I'm yours. That is the beginning of spiritual life. You know, sometimes we do Bhakti Shastri, sometimes we do Bhakti Vaibhav, Bhakti Vedanta. As soon as we get the degree, we feel, I'm done. No, that is the beginning. Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, Bhakti Vedanta, Bhakti Sarvabhauma. These are some information about what type of exam we have to sit for. The exam of life. Some theoretical knowledge is good, no doubt. But a devotee's life is implementing those philosophy in our day-to-day life. And Dhruva Maharaj is a perfect example of that. 5-year-old boy. Sometimes the pain that we receive from others, especially the near and dear ones, actually helps us to come close to Krishna. Look at Dhruva Maharaj. He has the right at the age of 5-year-old to sit in his father's lap, but he was deprived. His stepmother, Suruchi, said no. All of us are deprived for something which we are entitled to. We are meant to be loved. We are meant to be cared for. We are not meant to be abused. We are not meant to go through so much suffering. But we have misused our independence. Now we have to rectify the situation. And part of rectification is that you will be deprived of something which you are entitled to. Dhruva Maharaj, he just wanted to play on the lap of his father. That's all. He wasn't asking for the throne. Just 5-year-old. Suruchi threw him off. Not only that, she was so heavy, she said, "You must die," to a 5-year-old boy. Before dying, please pray to Krishna, the next life you'll be in my womb. Once you are born out of my womb, then you are qualified to sit in the lap of your father. Tell us, how many times have we been deprived, been cheated, misused, abused? The purpose of us going through hard time, hopefully one day, will gather all this pain, all this sadness that we have gone through, to come to this conclusion, to have that determined mood. Enough is enough. I want to surrender the lotus feet of Krishna. Till that day comes, we'll be going through this cycle of birth, death, old age, and disease. Interesting thing about this verse, it's only normal for a common man to come and tell you, at this age you have become sadhus. What's wrong with you? Come out, enjoy. Look at your age. How much facilities there in Guwahati for Sanskrit education? Why are you staying in the ashram? Now, for a karmic people to tell you like this is normal, right? Can you imagine your spiritual master is coming and telling you this? This is exactly what Narada Muni is telling to Dhruva Maharaj. So sometimes, not only the karmis will tell you, sometimes certain devotees who are sent by Krishna as Krishna's agencies will put you to test. Leave this temple, change the ashram, work for money. Why are you reading books? So don't think you have to sit or go through the test only by outsiders. You have to go through the test by inside. Not only the spiritual master, Mahaprabhu himself, he tested so many devotees. But once the Lord understood, he is determined. He wants nothing else except me. Then Krishna opens his arms. Unconditionally, he accepts us. But before that, we have to go through the test. And none of us are an exception to this rule. You, me, nobody is exception to this rule. This is part of sadhana. If you can go through this process, then you will develop the taste of devotional service. Sadhan bhakti hoite hoy, roti hruday, roti garo hoile tar prem nam koy. Now we are in the process of sadhana bhakti. And part of sadhana bhakti is practically day in, day out, on a regular basis, you have to sit for the exam. And don't be disappointed that there are too many exams. We don't make the rules. Krishna makes the rules. Bhaktya mama vijanati. It is Krishna who makes the rules how to achieve him. And therefore, it is very, very important that all of us prepare. Yes, I have to sit for the exam. And sometimes these exams are taken by certain people which you're not expecting. Sometimes the exam comes in the process of glorification. Right? Someone gives you garland, there's a huge welcome, and everyone is telling you you're a pure devotee. You are this, you are that. That's a kind of test. Other test, only to join Prabhu, I'm senior to you. Right? So someone sometimes puts you down, sometimes people put you up. Both are test, both are exam. Sometimes you're very healthy, and sometimes you're not. Sometimes your mind is not very healthy. Sometimes it is. So when we think about exam, immediately we think of paper and pen. Today's exam, paper and pen. Or exam, you have to memorize slokas. But your health is part of the examination. Your mind is part of examination. The type of people that you're surrounded with, it's a type of examination. Your environment is a type of examination. A devotee, when he joins, when he takes shelter, especially at the time of initiation, it is expected that a devotee, he knows what he is getting into. Prabhupada, he uses the word farce. Don't make it a farce, not farce. Farce means natak. And he writes, it's in the Japa book, the Prabhupada's quote. He says, don't make this initiation into a farce. If you're not chanting 16 rounds, and if you're not following the regulative principles, Prabhupada says exact words, he says, I cannot protect you. Prabhupada says, if you're not chanting 16 rounds, and if you're not following for regulative principles, I cannot protect you. So Prabhupada is giving the question paper. You know, nowadays in Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, even Bhakti Vedanta, they give you the questions paper before.